Hey, it is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for the wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anyone and everyone who might like it too. Also, you gotta get a reading if you want to get a reading done. And trust me, if you're uncertain about readings and you're not sure how they work, I will walk you through everything, and it will be an experience that you will never forget. Guaranteed. Email me, hit me up. All my information is underneath this video. So remember I told you that YouTube has a section called Inspiration in the Creator Studio now. So today we're going to do another one. Let's get another inspiration from YouTube. Okay, so this is number 2. How to make an Aquarius feel secure. So that's our topic for today. So I'm going right off the dome with these, okay? So how can you make an Aquarius feel secure? You wouldn't believe how many people ask me this question, mostly because of the fact that the Aquarius won't commit to them. So it generally comes out that the Aquarius won't commit because they're uncertain about the person themselves or the relationship, or they feel as though they're not secure. Something about the relationship is making the Aquarius feel insecure, or the Aquarius might just feel insecure because of their own insecurities. Everybody has insecurities. So people often ask me, what can I do to make the Aquarius feel secure enough to commit? Now, the thing about this is that you cannot make someone else feel secure. You just can't. All you can do is create a secure environment. Let me explain what I mean by that. I was reading an article once, and the person in the article said that their significant other constantly accused them of cheating. Constantly. He could be in the other room, on the phone, in the person's face even, and the person would accuse him of cheating. Now, he said he wasn't cheating. I don't know, but that's what he said. And he said that no matter what he did to try to prove that he wasn't cheating, that the person, the woman, the girlfriend, I think it was the wife didn't believe him, to the point that they ended up breaking up. And what he was saying in the article was he doesn't understand what else he could have done. He was like, I left my phone unlocked. She could take my phone at any given time. He did all kinds of small things and that's a big thing actually, but he did all kinds of things to make her feel secure and see that he was not cheating, that his life was basically an open book to her. But because of what she had been through, a lot of abuse, a lot of infidelity before him, she never believed him. Now, whether or not he was cheating or not, I don't really know. All I know is that he claims he wasn't. He tried to create a secure environment, and it still didn't work. And I said, after reading this article, the reason why it didn't work is because you cannot make another person feel secure. All you could do is what he did. He created a secure environment. It was up to the other person to trust him or not, as ended up happening. It was up to the other person to trust him or not, and then feel secure in themselves. See, insecurities, that's why it's inner. It's an inner thing. So this person had to deal with this on an inner level. And because they didn't deal with it on an inner level, we see that the relationship collapsed. So for an Aquarius, if you're trying to make them feel secure, you can only create a secure environment. And that I can tell you how to do. An Aquarius is, and other signs may do this too, but I'm just going to speak for us. An Aquarius in general is looking for, we're watching you. I'm going to tell you straight up, we're watching you. And some Aquarius will even test you. I won't do that because I feel like I'm going to just watch. I feel like, and a lot of us feel like, if you watch a person long enough, they'll tell on themselves. Okay? So if you want an Aquarius to feel secure, you got to do 3 things. Number 1, you have to be patient. An Aquarius is not the type that's going to fall in love with you and be with you and commit to you tomorrow. Okay? Yes, it could happen. Mostly when we're younger, you know, or if we meet somebody that you like, we just fall in love with, then yeah. But in general, it doesn't go down like that. In general, an Aquarius is patient. Even if they're close with you, seeing you every day, you met their mama, you walk their dog, it doesn't matter. It could take an Aquarius a year, 2 years, 3 years to commit to you because they're still not sure. And the reason why they're not sure is because they're still watching you. They're still watching you to see the things I'm getting ready to say. Okay? So you have to have patience up front. If you do not have patience, do not get with an Aquarius because they may or may, we slow walk, you know, and we might not slow walk, but we might, you never know. So if you're not a patient person, this is not the individual to try to start a relationship with. Okay? Now, the other two things are what the Aquarius is looking for. Consistency is number one. We are looking for a person who is consistently the same way. Because listen, most of us have dealt with, or we know, there are people out there who are fucking fake. Okay? We have the covert narcissist. We have, oh my God, the sociopaths. We have the straight up liars. We have people who are pretending to be whatever they're pretending to be to get what they want out of you. Okay? And Aquarius is most of us, the ones who've been through some stuff or the ones that are smart, we understand this. We see it. So the thing about it is that we're like, okay, consistency. Is this person always this way? The way that I see them being? Or are they this way in front of certain people? Are they this way at certain times? Are they faking a funk just to get my draws? What is really good here? So the Aquarius is going to be watching for that consistency, okay? So we're going to be watching to see if you are that person. Some of y'all know I had a suitor a while ago, and my friend kept saying to me about this suitor, you seem wishy-washy with this suitor, because this friend has seen me with other suitors. And she's like, why are you so wishy-washy with this suitor? And I was like, because he feels like a snake oil salesman. That's the vibe I'm getting from him. He's acting like a Boy Scout. Okay? Acting like a gentleman, a straight up Boy Scout. I really don't like men anyway, but I used to see him back in the day. So, maybe again, I don't know. So, consistency. I'm looking to see, are you worth my time? Are you worth me messing with? And after 2 years of me watching, no, no. And remember I said he felt like a snake oil salesman, but he acted like a Boy Scout? Come to find out, he's a covert narcissist, and he's pretending to be a good person because he wants people to like him, to fall in love with him, to put up with him, you know? But that's not who he was. And if I hadn't stood back and watched him for 2 years, I wouldn't have known that. It was the lack of consistency. He was pretending, and it was like, something isn't right here. And that's how I figured it out. So an Aquarius is looking to see if you are consistently whatever you're presenting yourself to be. Now, I'm looking for a very specific kind of person. Every Aquarius is not looking for the same kind of person. But I'm looking for a compassionate person, a kind person, a person who likes holidays. I love holidays. I'm looking for a person who likes to give and receive gifts because that's my number one love language. Many of you know that. So I'm looking for a person who is compatible with me on a soul level. So I'm looking to see if they're that way consistently or if they're just pretending to be that because they know that's what I am. You see what I'm saying? A narcissist, a sociopath, a toxic person will study you, see what you're into, and then pretend to be that. And if you move too quickly, you will miss that. So that's how I peeped what was going on with him and with others throughout my lifetime once I figured that out. So Aquarius is looking for consistency of your behavior and that your behavior matches your words. You know, that's a part of consistency as well. The other thing that we're looking for is authenticity. Aquarius are very authentic. We're very original. We are ourselves. And we know everybody's not going to be like that. but we want somebody who's authentic. Remember I said about people who fake in the funk? We're looking for somebody who's just being themselves. So if you really want an Aquarius, be yourself, because yourself is what I'm going to fall in love with. I'm not going to fall in love with your representative. And if I do fall in love with your representative, when I meet your authentic self, because I'm eventually going to see that motherfucker, okay? When I see that shit, I'm not going to keep messing with you. And the whole time I'm talking to you, I'm going to be wishy-washy. I'm going to be non-committal because I can feel that something is off. Aquarius are often very intuitive, if not straight up clairvoyant. So we might not know exactly what's wrong, but we can feel that something is off. And what do we do when something is off? We slow down. We slow walk. We get patient. We get like a scientist and start studying from back deep, and start looking, That's what happens. So if you want an Aquarius to feel secure, be yourself, okay? Be yourself. Don't fake the funk. Don't put on no airs. Don't pretend to be this or that. Just be who you are, okay? Be who you are. Be patient. Be consistent. And then the Aquarius will... maybe if you're what they're looking for, then the Aquarius will eventually feel secure and commit to you. I know I make it sound easy, but I'm telling you, it's just that. And a lot of my friends always get on me because I always got a suitor. I always got a suitor, and I always got a crush, and they never last. They never last. 15 minutes, I done found something wrong. And my friends are always telling me, oh, you need to stop being so picky. But it is what it is. What I'm looking for is very, in my opinion, is very basic. For somebody to just be themselves, come on. But in a world where you're encouraged to be, I don't know what, nobody's really encouraged to be their authentic self now. I mean, I do. I encourage everybody to do it. But a lot of people don't. So I feel like a lot of people are encouraged to put on airs. A lot of people are encouraged to keep up with the Joneses, stuff like that. So an Aquarius is not really trying to hear that. So if you try to make an Aquarius feel secure, those are some of the ways you can create a secure environment and facilitate that. I can't promise that's going to make them commit, but I can promise that it will create a more secure environment. Okay? All right, loves. So I like these. These are cute. These inspirations are really cute. So, Orange Blossom, get back up, baby. You guys remember Orange Blossom? You Gen X 80s babies, remember her? She was Strawberry Shortcake's friend. And somebody saw this at Five Below and sent it to me as a gift. And I was like, oh, it is so cute. My good buddy. My buddy, she's a Libra, and she sent it to me. I love me a Libra. Always got me a Libra. Anyway, come back soon, because I got a lot more to say. See you later.